everybody.
Hey guys.
Welcome back to Tandem Fandom. I'm Courtney.
I'm Mick.
And today we are going over the final matches of the quarterfinal rounds of the CWC.
The absolute best thing in professional wrestling today. And I've got to say, I felt like this, hands down, one of the strongest episodes they've done. Kind of harkens back a little bit to little Gargano and Ciampa, I felt a little, with TJ Perkins and Rich Swann.
Yeah, both of these matches, they're literally just scrapping and fighting each other tooth and nail, giving it everything they have. This has been quite the show.
I absolutely loved everything about Zack Sabre and Noam. Of course, these two men, no strangers to one another. They work in England against one another all the time with Progress, with Revolution Pro. My God, though, it was such an outstanding match. It was such a different style of match than you typically see, too. It was incredibly technical, but it also had that element of strong style, but not quite strong style. Like, it's hard to explain.
They were both doing everything they could to wear the other one down, like just chip away at each other's base.
One of the aspects that I particularly enjoyed is, of course, Noam utilizes the knee bars. His finish, Zack Sabre uses a modified arm bar. So just both of them targeting that limb. Yeah. But what I really liked is throughout the course of the match where Zack, I believe it's where he took a spill or Dar like hit him with something, and all of a sudden his arm seemed to be affected. Yeah. So immediately Noam Dar starts going for that arm. You know, moves completely away from the knee and the leg to go into the arm. And I just thought, I really liked it. It was
super technical, super competitive.
Yeah, and just their kind of, this is going to be weird to say, Noam Dar in many ways feels like a filthy Zack Sabre to me.
I can see that.
You know,
I can see that.
Just, he's kind of got that, like,
swarthiness to him.
Yeah, you know, we've talked about it in the past. You know, we love the weirdness and just
his poses and his movement and his taunts, I guess.
Yeah, I particularly enjoy his selling because there are several moments where I was like,
is he legit?
Yeah, it's like, is that real? Because just the sounds and just the like, and just the pain, and it was excellent. And I
really liked when they were just tussling so much that they fell out of the ring.
Yeah, it was great. This was such a strong match. Of course, it's well documented. My love for British wrestling, for Zack Sabre. This was just so great. You know, I could watch matches like that forever. I believe I've said it before, but my hope is they do another CWC and they bring in some more British talent that's out there. Like Marty Scurll would be the top of the list, the master of the cross-faced chicken wing. You know, the villain, I believe, would be such an excellent addition to this tournament just because he fits that style. And I think if they could get, like, Will Ospreay, that'd be amazing. Ricochet, that'd be amazing. There's so many great guys. If they could figure out, I don't know how they do it, but if they could figure out how to work out a deal with New Japan to have Kushida come in, oh boy.
Kushi.
That would be excellent. That'd be absolutely excellent. And that's what I'm interested to see, kind of the direction that they're going to move from this, because
yeah, is it going to be an annual tournament? Is it just going to, is this just the way that they're introducing this new division and it's just going to be a part of the WWE brand from now on? I think they should do a tournament every year or every 3 years or something.
I think do a tournament every year to bring in fresh talent, to freshen things up, to just show different things. I mean, you know, Zack Sabre advanced. Noam Dar's already been announced to be a part of the Cruiserweight division on Raw, and it's awesome. You know, so you get Zack Sabre, he's going to go and face Gran Metalik, someone who has also been announced to be a part of the Cruiserweight division on Raw. But that is what I'm most interested in. What exactly are the plans for the division for Raw? How many more guys are being added? Are they going to solely work against cruiserweights? Are they going to work against other guys? Are we going to see...
How many guys that are already on the roster are going to be included in this division?
Exactly. You know, are we going to see, like, Neville cross into it, Sin Cara? Like, what exactly is the plan?
Sin Cara cruiserweight?
Well, see, and that's where it's weird, too, because you would look at his moveset. Traditionally, yes, he falls under that older... Yeah, he is a cruiserweight, but now they have this smaller weight restriction in place.
They legitimately weighed these guys in. They are cruiserweights.
And that's another thing that makes me wonder. Are we going to see that incorporated? Is it going to be, when you have a cruiserweight match on Raw, is it going to be like we've seen? Yeah. And is it going to be like we've seen? Is it going to be very sport-based and shaking of the hand, less heels and baby, less good guy, bad guy.
As it goes along, there's definitely going to be more good guy, bad guy dynamics because they'll be established characters.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where I feel like it's a big question mark regarding what they're going to do with this division. I know there has been talk, and supposedly we're going to see the Cruiserweight guys work Raw, and they're also going to be on some NXT TV. So
right on.
That's kind of what they're going to kind of go back and forth between both. So that's where I'm interested. And of course the biggest question, what about the championship?
Yeah.
So so a lot of these questions hopefully we'll get some more answers to within the next week. Next week being the live finale.
But right now, all we know is Zack Sabre Jr. is moving on to face Grand Metalik. What a Styles clash that is.
Yes, very, very excited to see how that's going to go. But to me, as much as I love Zack Sabre and Noam Dar, TJ Perkins and Rich Swann really knocked it out of the park as well. It was an excellent, excellent match.
It really was. It was a battle of the cockiness.
Yeah, I mean, they both are kind of this newer breed of high flyer where, neither guy is like a lucha libre guy, right, or, they just are this injection of a personality into the high flying, because most of the time, if you're doing the impressive, crazy moves, you don't have a lot of personality. Both these guys have an insane amount of personality.
Dancing and dabbing all over the place.
Yeah, it was a great match. And they also worked in the fact that they are friends. And, so you have that, the instant that Perkins beats him via the knee bar, he embraces him and hugs him.
Immediately.
And it was really touching. It was fantastic. Of course,
and isn't that how he beat Gargano?
Yeah, beat him with the knee bar.
So there you go, a little bit more legitimization for Gargano tapping.
He has beaten every opponent by the knee bar, because he beat Damac via the knee bar. He beat Johnny and he beat Rich Swann, and he's of course going against Kota Ibushi.
Can he get Kota in the knee bar?
That's the question, And
if he does, would Ibushi tap to that?
I don't know, and that's where I feel like this becomes the most interesting because, again, TJ Perkins has been announced for the Cruiserweight division. Grand Metalik has been announced for the Cruiserweight division. Zack Sabre and Kota Ibushi have not been.
Wow.
So you kind of question who's moving forward. Is it the two guys that we know absolutely, they are signed to Raw. They will be on this division. Zack and Kota could very well sign.
Right,
we don't know, but
I'm gonna say that no, it's Zack, and I think Zack and Kota are going for they're gonna be the top match.
I think so too. I think
I love Grand Metalik. I've been pulling for him since the beginning, and I'm tickled pink that he made it this far. But I mean.
Absolutely. I feel like, and they've said it themselves, Zack and Kota have been the favorites for the tournament since the beginning. I believe that's kind of who I predicted. I was like, I'm thinking Zack Sabre Jr., Kota Ibushi will be the two final guys. Obviously, it's kind of the safe bet. Yeah. I think if it is them and neither guy is signed, because at that point, it doesn't matter really who wins. That's a carrot that they can use.
And we can't really predict it.
Yeah.
Of course, the winner's going to be signed.
Yeah.
But if they don't sign either of these guys before their actual match, which is going to be happening live, these are not pre-recorded.
So
these final two matches and the final match are going to be live. Nobody knows what's going to happen because it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. Well, and I think if you look at it as well, they did tout, this is some of the best independent talent in the world. I think they'd be okay. If it's Zack, and now if it's one of those things of Grand Metalik and, Kota are the ones that are in the final match, at that point, okay, maybe it's a little do you want to bury your guy that's actually on your roster?
Right.
Or has it become obvious at that point that he wins? So I would think, yeah, safe bet, Zack versus Coda, assuming neither guy is signed. If both guys are signed, at that point you're like, who knows?
Maybe they are signed and they just have kept it.
It's very, very possible.
Just
I know.
To add that air of mystery because they love to surprise us.
Well, supposedly both guys have admitted that yes, offers were made. Ibushi said that he still has goals outside that he wants to do. He wants to become champion in Japan. He wants to become the most famous wrestler in the world. Zack Sabre Jr. has also said something along the lines of like, yes, they made an offer, but I still have things that I want to accomplish outside. All of that being said, they could be completely full of shit.
Exactly. It could all be red herrings.
Cedric Alexander looked at an entire crowd and said, I don't know if I'm getting signed. I don't know. And then literally the next day on Raw, they show a video where it's like, Cedric Alexander will be on the... So it's like...
Yeah.
You knew. We know you knew, and it's okay.
The only thing that's certain about professional wrestling is that nothing is for certain.
Thank you, Sting. Well, I think that's all we got to say, outside of just the excitement for the finale. Really.
Coming up this Wednesday. Ooh.
Oh, very, 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 very excited. I mean...
the 14th, September 14th, after NXT. Live, baby, live. The CWC Finals.
And I'm so excited.
What a trip.
Getting to this point, though, I'm sad. I'm sad
that
because...
it's over?
Yeah, because it's like this has been...
Happy that it's happened, but sad that it's over.
Because, this has been such a great
and
thing.
And how over it is.
It's just been so enjoyable, and I feel like
really
a void will exist for me. But the hope is that, a few months go by, and... They do another one. I really hope that they can organize something with other promotions.
Right.
Why not work something out with ROH? Work something out with AAA or CMLL.
I think they should do other tournaments, like other weight classes, or a women's tournament.
I think a women's tournament would be very cool.
Because there's so much female indie talent out there now.
Well, it's one of the things that we've talked about. Do more tournaments because it's something exciting, and especially with the network, you can keep doing specials like this, and people are. It's something to draw people in, so it's really exciting. But let us know what you guys think in the comments below. What was the top match this week for you? For me, absolutely Zack Sabre and Noam Dar. I mean, there's no question, really. But what did you guys think was the top match? Let us know below. If you enjoyed the video, hit us that thumbs up at the end of it. If you really enjoy it, click the button at the end of the video to subscribe for more wrestling goodness.
That's right. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I was very distracted by this little cat.
Yes. And as we always say here on Tandem Fandom, if you're going to be a fan,
bring a friend.